Alright, let's fix this ad. Now, how we're going to do this, we're going to break this up into 3 videos. The first one is going to go over the 5 mistakes of this side of the ad, and then the second video is going to do 5 mistakes on the other side of this ad, and then the third video is going to be correcting all of those mistakes, and then rebuilding a new ad. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is right here, new roofs, your headline. The good news is you have a headline, so that's good. A lot of people don't even make it that far. The bad news is it's a bad headline, and it's a bad headline for a couple of reasons. One, it doesn't really say anything on its own. It doesn't really give any clear images or ways that the reader can benefit just automatically. Also, is new roofs, and I wrote over here, is this the vocabulary they use to solve their problem or to understand their problem? And my guess would be no. A lot of people probably aren't at that stage yet where they're thinking, I need a new roof. They might be worried about damage that's on their roof that they don't really want to think about or deal with right now. They may think that the roof needs to be repaired, but they may not necessarily be at that new roof stage. They may not know or think that they're ready for that quite yet. Also, this by itself doesn't even really, it's not really enticing. Now, we're going to kind of move along the ad, and basically there's a lot of things that this headline can do that it's not doing, and we're going to get into that as we get deeper into your ad. But right here we have basically the second mistake is to everyone who qualifies. This doesn't, does this mean them? They don't know yet. The fact that they've gone this far into the ad and they don't really have they don't have a clear clue of what the ad is about and what's in it for them is a really, really big problem. It's not until you get down here to this third chunk, which is basically the third mistake, is you basically use all of this space to qualify them, which does kind of counter the mistake made up here, but you're doing this in a really inefficient way. These qualifying statements just in general aren't that great, and second of all, it uses a lot of space. You're basically taking half of your ad right here to badly explain basically one concept, and we're basically going to fix all of the problems made by these 3 mistakes just by fixing the headline alone, and we're going to get to that in video 3. I want to talk a little bit about these statements themselves, or rather, you're basically using this space to qualify them when you haven't gotten into the sales pitch, or you haven't really said anything that would make them want to read your ad or think that there's any benefit to them at all at doing it. And basically there are things your ad needs to be doing, which is engaging them and selling them, that you should be doing right here, but you have these 3 lines instead. And then you basically, before, they don't even really know exactly what you're talking about. They know it has something to do with roofs, and they may qualify, but they don't know. You then basically go right into your call of action with reserve your free roof inspection today. You're basically asking them to take action to do something they don't quite understand for something that they probably don't want. Nobody really wants a roof inspection. That's not something that people ever get excited about. No one ever, that phrase never really pops in anyone's head. We're like, man, I really need to reserve a free roof inspection. And then you say, hey, call and your name, Shrine Dream Phoenix, and then your number. Something you probably don't realize that you're doing here, but you are doing, is you're asking them to call a stranger. They don't know you. They don't know if you put this on their door. They don't know at all any expectation for what the conversation is going to be like. They don't even know if they're going to be completely 100% wasting their time because they may not even qualify. So overall, this is an ad that is basically not going to do it. Now, before we start fixing some of this, we're going to hop over to the second video, and we're going to look at the other side of the ad, which I am going to link right down below.